students, you're welcome back to the channel. Get understanding, not memorize. This is the continuation of our series of lessons on binary operation in elective mathematics. Binary operation in elective mathematics. In fact, we look at the binary operation as a topic. In this lesson or video, we are going to look at short final exam questions. Short final exam questions, as we have said. As we said earlier, the uniqueness of this channel is how the lessons are nicely and neatly organized. Yes, because on every lesson we have, a playlist on the lesson and the topic itself, and then you have a playlist on what solve final exam questions. That is what makes this channel unique. So you have to stick to this channel. You need not go to any other channel. For example, this binary operation, you get the full understanding. By sticking to this channel, it's not needful for you to go to any other channel to look for. To get understanding on the same topic of binary operation. So let us not delay. Let us dive into it without wasting time. So as we said, we are looking at what solved final exam questions on what binary operation in what further mathematics or elective mathematics. Yes. So this is a theory question. The theory question. So we have to solve 101 questions, as many as possible. We have to solve more questions and get exposed to different style of questions, so that in the exam, whatever question you meet in the exam, be able to handle all that difficulty and enjoy. Yes, because understanding is fun. So let us look at the question. See that, yes, as I said, this is what is a theory question. The answer all section 48 marks. This is question number 1. Answer all the questions in this section. All questions carry equal marks. See the out question about a binary operation star is defined on the set R of what? Real numbers by what? M star n is equal to what? M plus n plus what? 2. Find A, the identity elements under the operation star. B, the inverse of n under the operation star. Yes. So, A, look at the first one. A says what? We find the identity element. So what do you know? What is an identity element? We learned that an identity element is any element which when combined with any element, it will give you the same elements. For example, we said that under the operation of addition, 0 is always what? The identity element. Why? Because if you add 0 to every or any number belonging to the set of real numbers or the set of rational numbers, you get the same number. For example, in general, if you take x from what? From the set of real numbers, you know that 0 plus what? 0 plus x the same as x plus what? 0, and is equal to what? X. So we are saying that under the operation of addition, 0 is what? Is the identity element. Why? The identity element, because under the operation of addition, if 0 is added to any element, you get that same element. So in general, binary operation is binary operation under identity element under a binary operation, under a defined binary operation, is any element which one combined with any other element using the binary operation will give you that same element. So what we said, this is a theory question, so you have to find the identity. So what do you say that? You say what? Let e small e equals what? Equals the identity element. Okay, identity element. Okay, yeah, identity element. Then you know that. What can you say then? Then you know that then m star, using this definition, m star e is the same as what? E star e star m, and that you get what? You get m, because e is what? Is what the identity. If the e is the identity element, then if I combine e with what? M under the operation star, they will have to get what? Get m. Yes. So by what? What is but what? So m star e is equal to what from here? Is equal to what? M plus e plus what? Plus 2. What are you supposed to get? Since we are combining m with what? With the identity element, we have to get what? We have to get m. So this is equal to what? M. So this implies we have to find what? The identity element. We have to make identity element the subject, because we are looking for the identity element. So it implies that what? It implies that can say that e plus what? E plus 2 is equals what? M minus what? M minus m. What is m minus m? M minus m is equal to 0. So this implies that e plus what? 2 is equal to 0. This implies that E is equal to 0 minus what? Minus 2, which is equal to what? Which is equal to negative 2. Okay? Hence, negative 2 is what? Is the identity element. Identity. Identity element. Under this operation, what? Star. Under the operation star. Negative 2 is the identity element. Under the operation, what? Operation star. Yes. So if you like, you can check. So negative 2, you can say negative 2 star out. Star n is equal to what? We give you negative 2 plus what? N plus what? 2. So negative 2 plus 2 will give you 0. We get what? This is equal to n. Have you seen that? Really, negative 2 is the identity element. Yes, so that is it. Hope you are enjoying. This is not difficult at all. It's very understandable. Number 2, we are saying what? It says we find inverse of n under the operation star. We will let what? Let n inverse. N raised upon negative 1 equals what? Inverse of what? Inverse of what? Of n. And out. Under star. Under the operation star. What is an inverse element? Inverse element. If you combine an inverse of an element with that same element, you get what? The identity element. Have you seen? Yeah, that was what we learned. That if you have, let's say, so since this n raised upon negative 1 is the inverse of n, it means that if I combine this n raised upon negative 1 with what? With n. So n, this is n raised upon negative n is what? Is the inverse of n. So if I combine the inverse with that, the inverse n of n with n itself, then it's the same as we're combining n with what? With its inverse, and the answer I will get is what? Is the identity element E, which is equal to what? Is equal to negative 2. Okay? So irrespective of the order, if you take this or you take this, you have to get the identity element. So this implies that n inverse star n, which is equal to what? Which is equal to n inverse plus what? Plus n plus what? Plus 2. You give us what? Negative what? Negative 2. We are looking for what? We are looking for the what do you call it? The inverse of what? N. So we make this one a subject, n inverse. So this implies that what? We have n inverse is equal to what? N inverse is equal to negative 2 minus 2 minus what? Minus n, which is equal to what is negative 2 minus 2? We have negative what? So this implies that yes, n inverse of n is equal to what? It's equal to negative 2 minus 2 is what? Negative 4 minus what? Minus n. Have you seen? Yeah, nice. Negative n minus negative 4 minus n. Somebody can also say negative n minus what? Minus 4. The same thing. Yes. So that is it. That is the inverse of what? The inverse of n under what? Under the operation star. So this is it. I hope you are enjoying. This is not difficult at all, guys. As we said, after treating the topic as a whole, we have to consider some final exam questions so that your understanding will be solidified. I hope you are getting understand. That's the name of the channel implies. If you are really benefiting, then guys, how can I know? I can only know by subscribing and sharing and liking. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Create an email address, a special email address for the subscription of the channel. Yes, because when you are subscribed, you have to enter your email address. And if you are doing that, whenever additional videos are uploaded, you'll be notified automatically. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video, guys.